And that's Albert the Antminer just humming away, and thought I'd do a 30-day, 1-month update for the Antminer S9. Basically, in 30 or 1 full month of operating, 30 or 31 full days, we've had 5 payouts. Right, so basically 0.05 Bitcoin mined in the course of a month, and yeah, basically it's been interesting, right? Of course, the price of Bitcoin has dropped a lot, and the rest of the crypto universe kind of getting battered. But you know, ultimately, I didn't buy this thing with a short-term time horizon in mind. You know, I have a long-term time horizon for Bitcoin and cryptos in general. But just some thoughts on the last month. You know, basically, it's definitely, you know, you saw the last video, which was the irrational exuberance, right? And this is kind of the sobering reality. It's still profitable, but it's not like wildly, you know, crazy, beyond imagination profitable, at least not right now. You know, if it goes back up, you know, if we you know, this broader market sell-off, you know, turns Bitcoin more into a risk asset again instead of basically a flight to stability, like, or whatever, you know what I mean. Basically, in previous times, Bitcoin has performed well when all the other segments of the market are not. So, you know, who knows? Right now, we've seen the broader market sell off, and yet cryptos have been on more of an upstretch. You know, again, they're still getting hit. But so basically, one thing that struck me was the nature of luck. Here, let me go to the dashboard and show you. Uh, All right, so basically, this is the total hash of the device, right? We've got like a bar showing how far you are to your payout. We got the total hash of the network, right? What struck me is the aspect of luck, right? Of how basically your pool has either high luck or low luck, and it really varies, right? So you see over here basically, you know, this curved graph. That's basically the daily rewards. So I mean, it's gotten below 0.001, right? And it's gotten to a high. If we go over here to the rewards, it's gotten to a high of about 0.0028, right? So that was the highest daily reward. I'll zoom in a little bit about. So yeah, the highest daily reward was 0.003 just about, and about the lowest was 0.001. So over the course of the month, we've got a total running average of probably more about 0.002, but really it's 0.0015 is probably the more accurate expectation for how much I'm expecting to get from the Antminer in terms of averages. Again, that'll vary a lot, as you can see from the graph. All right, and you know, so that's just I'm, you know, familiar with how the blockchain works. But that just struck me as a little interesting how it can swing so much in terms of the rewards. So, you know, ultimately, what is it? You know, 0.005 Bitcoin, you know, is about, you know, what, $420, you know, right about now. So, and our power bill also, I wasn't getting as good of a power bill rate as I thought I was. You know, we'll see if I can do anything about that. It was just a few, you know, cents per kilowatt hour difference, but it actually has a big difference on profitability, whether it costs $7 a day to run the machine versus costs $3 or $4 to run the machine. So all in all, you know, it's still a profitable machine, but you know, the difference between a couple bucks profit per day in terms of net Bitcoin versus dollar cost of the power, to other days like the 0.003 day, where, you know, basically even at its current price, that's 25 bucks for 7 bucks, which for me is still a good deal. If anybody wants to trade me your $25 for my $7, even if it's Bitcoin for cash, you know, that sounds like a good deal to me. So, you know, it's just going to take longer for the machine to pay itself off, but like I try and remind the crypto guys, it's like in any other business, it takes quite some time for any piece of equipment to actually, you know, for its return on investment to actually pay itself off. you know, for this one to be able to do it in a few months, you know, even at the reduced rate of profitability, is still pretty cool to me. And again, you know, I'm basically using the Bitcoin to trade for EOS because I think honestly, EOS has more long-term potential as a platform for large-scale decentralized applications. So that's where my head's at as far as the future crypto universe. I don't really diversify a lot. I go with the horse that I think is going to win, and I think that horse is Dan Larimer and EOS. Right? So that's basically you know, my update video on the Antminer S9. You know, it's interesting. We saw what was it? The Federal Reserve, some guy from the Fed. Let me see if I can pull it up. He was talking about how Bitcoin is a perfect, you know, would be a great payment mechanism in a dystopian world, right? So in a world where the trust affiliated with fiat currencies disappeared, this hypothetical alternate universe, that Bitcoin would actually work very well because it's a trustless system. It's trust in the mathematical algorithm, which is to say that you don't really have to trust any human at all. And, you know, which actually increases the amount of trust that we can have on our with each other, because we don't have to worry about fraudsters and scammers, right? Because it, you know, doesn't allow for that as much. So let me see if I can find it. But anyway, basically it's funny because, you know, again, this hypothetical scenario of trust being lost in the dollar and fiat currency, it's like, yeah, who could ever conceive of that happening, right? That's totally just alternate universe type, you know, possibility. It's like this is the whole point of cryptocurrencies. This thing, like the whole reason that Satoshi, you know, even talked about this was basically it came out in 2009, right, in response to the whole the crash. And yeah, I guess I'm not going to be able to find it. I'm trying to do too many things at once. But anyway, you know, that's the point. The Antminer S9, it's still humming away. Not as profitable as I thought, but still getting somewhere between a couple bucks profit per day and, you know, 20, 30 bucks profit, you know, which is still pretty cool. And again, that's at current prices. If the value of Bitcoin appreciates in, you know, fiat dollar terms, all of, you know, those earnings will increase commensurately. So just an update for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, let's have a conversation about crypto in the comments below. Cheers.